Coming up this morning on Daybreak, Taylor Stoffey, the mother of the family that went over the Springfield Dam, is still missing. The search for her is drawing near 20 days, what those involved in the search are saying. Then a dangerous stunt caught on camera. The message and the moment two people shared after climbing to the top of the Empire State Building. These stories and more this morning. Daybreak starts now.
This is Ozarks First News, Daybreak.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. It is 6 a.m. here on Thursday, July 2nd. I'm Stoker Wieczorek here with Tom Schmidt, our meteorologist. He's got a first look at your weather, and it's looking really nice this morning, so you get a gold star for today, Tom.
All right.
Yeah.
Gold star forecast. It is good. You know, for July, it's actually pretty typical weather. Near 90 for today. Sunny for the skies for the morning, a few clouds for the afternoon, maybe squeak out a shower here or there later today. But generally, yeah, pretty average for July, right? Near 90. Right now looking good. Mostly clear skies out the door from the Downstate Casino Resort Camera. Beautiful radiant sunrise looking good. 73 in Springfield, pretty average. 72 Branson, 75 Harrison, 74 Wallace, 73 Fort Wood, 73 up in Nevada as well. Winds pretty calm this morning. We'll find a lighter breeze today as well from the south, maybe around 10 miles an hour for the afternoon. But it's a good day overall. We'll find temperatures upper 80s to near 90. And again, becoming partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers this afternoon. The rain chance, though, is pretty slim to none through the day today. We'll find pop-up rain showers in 90s today through Saturday. And then by Sunday, we'll try to get a cold front in here. The heat dome will relax just a little bit next week, but still going to be fairly warm in the 80s. After the 4th of July. We'll take a look at that forecast for you coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, we'll see you in about 10 minutes. The search continues for 40-year-old Taylor Stoffey as we get close to 20 days since she and her 3 daughters went over the Lake Springfield Dam on June 14th. Leaders of the search say the rain and terrain of the James River is making things difficult for crews. Brent Stock, one of those involved in the search, says as the waters subside, he hopes that either people on the water or the drones they have launched will find her. He is hopeful that she will be found this week as search conditions improve. Stock also says people should be aware of search crews if families plan to go to the James River. 2 people are in custody after climbing to the top of the Empire State Building and appearing to get engaged. Video you can see here shows the masked pair dressed in black at the top of the building's transmitter yesterday morning with a banner that read, quote, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace." As the two started their climb on the building, one of the climbers got down on one knee and appeared to propose to the other climber. The two were later taken into custody by New York City police officers. Later in the show, we'll show the body cams of the officers who took the call. All right, it's that time of your morning where we check on traffic in your traffic report. We're going to take a look now at Glenstone and Cherry Street. We got no incidents to report, thank goodness. We're starting off good on our Thursday morning. And that's all thanks to our traffic cameras, but also you guys' safety. So we'll continue to check on traffic conditions throughout the morning to help you guys plan out your day. Numbers of people traveling are taking off this week. That's what officials in Springfield tell Ozarks First they're seeing ahead of the 4th of July weekend. I also got to hear from some travelers about their experience firsthand.
Officials at Springfield Branson National Airport say a little extra planning can go a long way as millions of people are on the move this holiday week. Airport officials tell me this is one of the busiest travel weeks of the year, with the FAA expecting more people to fly than last year. Airport officials say many local travelers are heading east and south, while others are connecting through cities, seeing heavy traffic because of the FIFA World Cup.
It's a busy week at SGF. We are so excited to see travelers in our terminal as one of the busiest weeks of the year for air travel in America. The FAA is expecting more travelers flying this year than last year. It's a very busy week to travel on an airplane in the United States.
The airport also recently introduced a new automated exit lane system, allowing passengers to move from their gates to the baggage claim more quickly, helping ease congestion. Officials say today is expected to be the busiest travel day of the holiday week, and they're encouraging passengers to arrive early.
July 2nd is anticipated to be the busiest day of this travel week. And so if you are flying today, especially, get to the airport early.
Holiday traffic isn't just filling airports. People driving through the Ozarks say they're already seeing heavier traffic as well.
It's been pretty busy travel, actually. So, yeah. There's been 4 or 5 cars off with flat tires, so that's been the busiest thing.
Other travelers say airports across the country are also feeling the holiday rush.
I was seeing a lot of people at the airport. I'm definitely seeing a lot of people traveling, a lot of people dressed for warm weather, obviously, with the heat wave. I'm seeing a lot of soccer jerseys, right, for the World Cups.
Airport officials recommend arriving at least 2 hours before your flight to give yourself plenty of time to check in, get through security, and make it to your gate.
With the summer heat ramping up for a lot of people, Attorney General Catherine Hanaway is taking this time to remind people to be mindful of scams as more people are requiring repairs as we crank our ACs. In a press release, she said consumers should keep their eye out for inflated prices and that her office will go after anyone who takes advantage of Missourians. You can find a full list of common scare tactics to watch for with the AG's full statement on our website. That's ozarksfirst.com. Democratic lawmakers and supporters are calling for the impeachment and removal of President Trump. Texas Congressman Al Green has spearheaded the effort to impeach President Trump. He attended a news conference this week pressing Congress to take action. Green has introduced multiple resolutions during both of Trump's presidential terms, but the House has repeatedly voted to hold his measures.
It's ultimately the American people who are going to make Congress awakened to their duty. Having worked in this institution for perhaps 50 years, no, they do not have a conscience that will work on its own. They won't do the right thing unless the right thing is what the people demand. And that's where I think the ball rests, in addition to members of Congress.
Democrats are taking a closer look at President Trump's finances after a new report from the Office of Government Ethics found he made more than $1 billion last year from his crypto businesses, while investors took heavy losses. The president shut down regulation of the crypto industry shortly after starting his second term. Several Republicans are heeding President Trump's call on Congress to take action. This follows the Supreme Court's ruling that upheld birthright citizenship immediately after the ruling came down on Tuesday. House Speaker Mike Johnson acknowledged a constitutional amendment may be needed.
It's a big challenge to amend the Constitution. It's only happened 27 times in our whole nation's history.
Sometimes the Supreme Court makes mistakes. We're going to try to correct that mistake.
Even before we get to their calls around birthright citizenship, we are seeing that this is a Republican Party that does not want to represent the American people.
A constitutional amendment requires 2/3 majority support from both chambers of Congress. They would then need to be ratified by 3/4 of the states. Well, coming up, the U.S. and Iran have made progress after meeting in Qatar. What remains in negotiations? Welcome back. There are signs of progress in talks between the U.S. and Iran, but major issues still need to be handled. Officials say negotiators met in Qatar and made positive progress, with both sides agreeing to meet again after Iran's funeral for the country's former supreme leader this weekend in Tehran. One of the biggest sticking points remains the Strait of Hormuz, where Iran wants to control shipping routes and charge vessels to pass through the waterway. Meanwhile, the U.S. Navy is searching for one crew member after a helicopter made an emergency landing in the Arabian Sea. 3 others were rescued, and the Navy says there's no indication the incident was caused by hostile action. Iran reports a ship ran aground in the Strait of Hormuz. They say the ship took an unapproved route and wound up in shallow water, which stopped it. More countries are reporting that their ships are leaving the strait without incident. Thailand and South Korea say all of their ships, except for a few, have gotten through safely. All of this comes as U.S. and Iranian negotiators arrived in Qatar for peace talks. Still to come, cockroaches are being turned into cyborgs. What scientists say the goal is in the future for these guys. But before we get to that, we want to check back in with meteorologist Tom Schmidt. You can see a nice sunrise behind me, a good sunrise behind you with the Beaver Lake camera. It's beautiful.
Fantastic outside. Catching the sunrise right as it's getting ready to come over the hill, right along the lake shore there. Looking good. A nice cloudless sky for it to start the day. A few clouds later today, but copy and paste from yesterday pretty much. That'll be the case through the 4th. Then we have a few changes after the 4th in the forecast. We'll take a look at it next. Folks, looking at the quad box this morning, we're seeing again the sun just now cresting over the horizon in several locations. From Beaver Lake, so close. Ozark Haven Home Health and Hospice camera looking good. Downstate Casino Resort camera in Quapaw, Oklahoma, just southwest of Joplin, looking good there too. Springfield, clear skies throughout. Things look nice. Feels great outside. Low 70s this morning. Pretty calm. There's not much wind to contend with, so it feels pretty typical for early July. 73 Springfield now. A lot of low to mid 70s all across the area. Again, those winds are fairly calm. Maybe a light breeze out of the south around 5 miles an hour. We might find a wind close to 10 miles an hour later today, but not going to be windy at all for today. So sunny and warm for the morning. And we'll find a few clouds and possibly even a pop-up rain shower as we go to the afternoon today. Showers fade away by 7 o'clock, and we'll find dry weather for this evening. Still warm, though, tonight in the upper 80s to near 90 by 7 o'clock. Looking at satellite radar, the big H, high pressure dominating the southeast and the Midwest, giving us the warmer weather and the generally clear weather. Now, as we go through this afternoon, we're going to be on the edge of the heat dome. And so when we're on the edge, we'll find a chance of maybe some spotty pop-up rain showers, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Those fade away this evening. We're dry tonight and clear to start the day Friday. Friday will be like today, near 90, a light south wind, a few pop-up showers and clouds as we go to the afternoon. Those also fade away Friday night. For your Saturday, your Independence Day, looks like we'll find a pretty typical day, near 90 degrees, maybe a shower by 5 o'clock, but by 7 o'clock, rain goes away, whatever's out there, and warm and calm otherwise. 88 degrees by 7 o'clock with partly cloudy skies and quiet weather and mild temperatures by 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. going into the evening on your Saturday. About 82 degrees there for firework displays and drone shows Saturday night. If you're going out, things look good, pretty quiet, no problems there. So rain chances through Saturday look to be pretty slim, 20 to 10%, and then we get a slight boost with a cold front in the area Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but rain chances are still going to be hit or miss as we go to early next week. So we're going to shove the dome south and southeast just a little bit with this storm here. Sneak a cold front in on Sunday. Not going to be cold, though. We're still going to be in the upper 80s Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're going to find, though, a slightly better chance of rain showers after the 4th of July. That's coming our way. Today, 91 degrees, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. A very low chance of a pop-up shower for the afternoon today. Most spots stay dry. Tonight, middle 70s. Tomorrow, copy and paste from today into tomorrow, 90 degrees, partly cloudy, a low chance of maybe a stray shower here and there tomorrow in the afternoon. That's your Friday. Friday night, 73 degrees. Saturday, more of the same, near 90. Stray shower in the afternoon, most stay dry. The evening is dry, so if you're going out Saturday night, don't worry about it. It's going to be a typical July 4th forecast for you there. Rain chances off and on early next week.
That sounds good, Tom. And, we have a few more days. It's not over yet. This warmness, I will say it's a bit humid. I've been saying that throughout the morning, really. But
a little muggy.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I just lost my train of thought. If you guys know me in real life, you're going to know that I lose my train of thought all the time. I have, the memory of a goldfish.
Yeah.
But
what more can you say, right? I mean, hot, a little muggy, some sun, some clouds, maybe a pop-up shower in the afternoon.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the warmth while it lasts because I do like the warmth but not the humidity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to move from weather to cockroaches now. Apparently, while many not be fans of these little critters, scientists are recruiting them to help with underwater exploration. The team at a university in Singapore is developing diving suits for the insects. The suits essentially turn the roaches into cyborgs. What? Scientists working toward a goal of creating organic drones by controlling swarms of them. That sounds like a horror movie, Tom.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my goodness. Now in tests, the cockroaches could swim for up to 3 hours at a time in nearly a foot of water with no negative effects. Scientists hope to use them as part of a search and rescue effort, and just a bunch of the efforts rather in flooded disaster areas. In the future, I never understood the search and rescue because how are they going to do the rescue? Are they going to lift a human body, a group of them?
It must be
scary.
Some kind of locator maybe.
Yeah?
Like, but why? I don't understand. I guess I didn't understand this the first time I read this. They're putting this suit around an actual cockroach, and it's going around, and they're controlling it through that suit thing.
I'm with you there, Tom.
It's kind of weird. I don't understand, like, why not just make a fake little robot instead of putting a suit on a real cockroach?
Yeah, I wonder what the thought process there was. Again, like I said it earlier, they probably know something we don't, and maybe it's just they can search places that we don't normally.
Maybe, or maybe there's something special about a cockroach in those environments. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. All right, and we're moving from cockroaches to dopamine, specifically the websites. I never heard of this before until this morning. They allow people to satisfy the itch and chase the dopamine hit they get before making an online purchase. One website is called Food That Never Comes, and it looks a lot like DoorDash. But there are other dopamine sites too. What? One is a smoking simulator app which allows people to enjoy the social aspects of a smoke break in a virtual room with strangers without actually having to light a cigarette.
So it's basically trying to get the same mental stimulation without spending money or without smoking.
Yeah, the damage to your wallet and your body.
Yeah, right. I don't know. That seems kind of like a strange. Would you be interested in something like that? Would it work if you knew that by clicking this button it may look like I'm going to order food, but nothing's on the way?
Well, I don't smoke, I will say that. But if it was to something that I needed, like when it comes to spending money,
yeah,
right? So like maybe that would help me, not impulsively purchase as much. I don't know if you can relate or not. Like sometimes it's hard. Like you see something, it's like, oh man, I've been thinking about this for so long and I want to buy it, but yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess they're just trying to get the same stimulation without the same cost or price tag that comes with it.
Right, yeah. All right, well, moving on. All week, we've seen some retro foods, and now here's one that is making a comeback.
Finally, a good one.
Yeah, right? I like meatloaf. It tastes good, right? A hearty family meal. It's being marketed at gastropubs these days as a comfort food classic, served with mashed potatoes and vegetables on the side. Food experts say it might be popular due to the economy. When prices are higher at the grocery store, people tend to reach for more affordable meals. Yeah, me too. I'm one of those people. How about you, Tom?
Yeah, save money where you can. Cut corners, cut costs, right?
Yeah, I'm not trying to beat anybody. I'm just trying to survive. But no, in all seriousness though, I love meatloaf, and I would have it most days of the week, if not every day of the week. But I'd probably try to eat the vegetables first because I know the fibers in those will make it easier to digest. I don't know if you ever do. I don't know. That's what I've heard. I'm just saying what I've heard. And this is from my mother, who's actually a doctor herself. And she always tells me, eat the vegetables before that. And it has a good reason to, because then it'll help you absorb all that, the carbs, the protein, a lot more steadily. That's what I heard. It's really cool. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent now. But you can't go wrong with some food for a good price.
No.
No, indeed. All right, well, don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. We got fun videos and other need-to-know news for you from your communities. Wherever you like to scroll, we're just getting you something to do. We know you'll be on your phone during this break. And don't forget to download our apps and check out our website, ozarksfirst.com. We'll see you in about 2 minutes. Welcome back. A woman in Georgia survived being struck by lightning. It happened in the parking lot of a church. The Marietta Police Department released video you can see here of the lightning strike. The lightning also hit a tree, breaking it into pieces. The woman who was hit, Jeannie Mena, went into cardiac arrest. A police officer who was first to arrive gave Mena CPR, and firefighters soon arrived and used a defibrillator to revive her. Yesterday, Mena returned to the church parking lot to thank the people who saved her. We have more than just news to share with you on our streaming app as well, Ozarks First Plus. That includes our show Highway to History, where one of our anchors, Mike Landis, takes a look at the unique past around the Ozarks. Here it is.
But I found a really neat video. There was a promotional video made by a predecessor of City Utilities of Springfield, which is called Springfield City and Light Company. Black and white video here. It was originally silent, and they would show this as a way to get these companies and businesses to come to Springfield. Here are those Springfield streetcars that we're going to be talking about after we're done with this video. This is how folks got around back then. You know, now we have the bus system, but there were tracks that went all over the city, and I'll show you here in a few minutes where those went. But
really cool stuff, and cool video too there of the historic version of Springfield over on Ozarks First Plus. That app can be downloaded for free using Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. And still to come here on Daybreak, the 4th of July, and the celebration of America's 250th anniversary is just days away. What officials are warning as you make your holiday trip. And a heat advisory still covers the Ozarks. What advice health officials are giving if you have to be out in the sun. Welcome back to Daybreak. It is 6:30 on your Thursday morning. I'm Stoker Wieczorek. Here's your headlines right now. The search for 40-year-old Taylor Stoffy continues this morning after she and her daughters went over the Lake Springfield Dam on June 14th. One of the girls was rescued while search teams recovered the bodies of the other two daughters. The Highway Patrol remains confident they will find Stoffy. In Dallas County, a woman is dead after a crash between a John Deere tractor and a semi. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, this happened when a man driving a semi-truck began to pass in a passing lane. Then the tractor began to turn left into a private driveway and was hit by that semi. The woman was pronounced dead at Mercy Hospital in Springfield. This is the 62nd fatality for Troop D of this year. A 3-year-old boy is rescued from beneath the rubble 6 days after two massive earthquakes devastated the country of Venezuela. Dramatic video here shows rescuers pulling a toddler covered in white dust to safety after being trapped for nearly a week. The first 48 to 72 hours after a natural disaster are crucial to rescue efforts. Despite the odds, rescue teams continue their desperate effort to look for any signs of life. Venezuelan officials say the death toll has topped 1,700, with over 5,000 injured and tens of thousands of people missing. All right, it's time to get a check of your forecast to help you guys plan out your day. And it looks like heat will be in your plans, Tom.
Yeah. Beautiful view here, though, from Beaver Lake. Man, sunny skies. Just now catching it right over the top. It's going to be a little warm today, like I said. About 90 degrees this afternoon, so very similar to yesterday's forecast.
Yes.
No major changes from yesterday into today. So if you liked yesterday, you're going to like today. If you didn't like yesterday, you're not going to like today. Beaver Lake right now, clear skies. It's down northwest Arkansas by Eureka Springs. Looking good. I tell you what, good day to be out on the lake or poolside on a day like today. Things look nice. Yesterday was 90 in Springfield, a few low 90s across southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, 92 Harrison, 92 Mountain Home. Meanwhile, 92 Lake Ozark as well, 90 in Monette from your Wednesday, your 1st of July. Today, July 2nd, starting off in the low 70s to middle 70s across the area. It's a light south wind, if anything at all. Things are pretty calm out there this morning in Springfield. And the wind is not going to be that breezy for today. We're sunny and warm for the morning, 81 by 9, and it will be 91 by 4 o'clock this afternoon. We'll find a few pop-up rain showers, too, later today, and those will fade away by 7 o'clock this evening. Looking at Futurecast, there you go. A few showers here and there in the area for this afternoon. Most spots, though, will be staying dry today through Saturday with those pop-up shower chances. 4th of July, though, overall looks pretty good. And then after the 4th of July, on Sunday, the heat dome starts to retreat just a little bit. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
All right, sounds good, Tom. We'll see in about 10 minutes. Officials are sounding the alarm for outdoor workers as a heat advisory continues to sit over the area. A 2024 Bureau of Labor study shows that over 40 worker deaths were caused by extreme temperatures, all being from heat-related illnesses. The Springfield Greene County Health Department recommends people who need to be outside take the necessary precautions.
This level of heat is really intense. Take frequent breaks, drink lots of water, wear light, loose-fitting clothing whenever possible, doing whatever you can to try to minimize those symptoms and also watch out for them if they occur.
It's also advised that those who are pregnant, elderly, or have chronic conditions should limit their time outside as they are the most at risk. Millions of people are expected to hit the skies and road today for the 4th of July, and officials have a few reminders before you head out the door. I got the opportunity to chat with them, plus some travelers, about what they're seeing.
At Springfield Branson National Airport say a little extra planning can go a long way as millions of people are on the move this holiday week. Airport officials say many local travelers are heading east and south while others are connecting through cities, seeing heavy traffic because of the FIFA World Cup.
It's a busy week at SGF. We are so excited to see travelers in our terminal as one of the busiest weeks of the year for air travel in America. The FAA is expecting more travelers flying this year than last year. It's a very busy week to travel on an airplane in the United States.
Officials say today is expected to be the busiest travel day of the holiday week, and they're encouraging passengers to arrive early.
July 2nd is anticipated to be the busiest day of this travel week. And so if you are flying today, especially, get to the airport early.
And holiday traffic isn't just filling airports.
It's been pretty busy travel, actually. So, yeah. There's been 4 or 5 cars off with flat tires, so that's been the busiest thing.
If you're flying, officials recommend arriving at least 2 hours before your flight to give yourself enough time to make it to your gate.
Ozarks First will broadcast 2 firework displays from around the country. The first one is the Celebrate 250 Red, White Boom in Columbus, Ohio. You can watch this show this weekend on the times that you can see there on your screen. And we'll also be showing the Celebrate 250 Big Bay Boom from San Diego, California. You'll be able to watch it on all 3 of our stations during the dates and times that are listed on your screen there. And just a heads up, both shows might be joined in progress on Fox 49 because of the FIFA World Cup tournament. Well, the Better Business Bureau is warning shoppers to be on the lookout for counterfeit items and sketchy sellers this 4th of July. Someone in Cuba, Missouri, reported being scammed by a company that looked American on Facebook, but then the charge on her card appeared in Mandarin. She says she never received the shirts she ordered. The Triple B suggests buying from trusted sources like America250.org, the official website of the U.S., the Semi-Quincentennial Commission, to be wary of big discounts. Don't click on social media ads, and pay with a credit card. All right, it's that time in the show where we are going to bring you your traffic report. This is thanks to our photojournalist Jackson in our storm tracker. Right now, it's looking pretty good out there so far. We don't necessarily have any traffic accidents to report at this time. And now we're going to take a gander at I-44 and US 65. This is live right now, thanks to our Ozarks traffic cameras. Seeing cars moving along. Again, no incidents to report at this time. We'll continue to look at conditions throughout the morning to help you all plan out your day. 2 people are in custody following a jaw-dropping stunt at the very top of the Empire State Building. Video shows the masked pair dressed in black at the top of the building's transmitter with a banner that read, quote, "When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace." As the 2 started their climb down the building, one of the climbers got down on one knee and appeared to propose to the other climber. The 2 were later taken into custody by New York City police officers, and we have body camera video of the arrest.
I bring her to the other side.
It's open over there.
Just bring her over there, so he can come down.
Just so you're.
Before he goes back up. What language do you guys speak?
Russian.
Taking a live look over the Capitol now at this hour as House Republicans go on an early recess. This comes after they failed to pass a rule needed to bring several bills to the floor. Among them was the National Defense Authorization Act, the annual bill that sets policy and priorities for the military, and the main disagreement, President Trump's Save America Act. House leaders attempted to pair the election reform measure with the defense bill, and without enough Republican support, the rule failed, halting floor action.
They did not get my vote. I'm not voting against Save America. I'm fighting for Save America, and I'm fighting for voter ID plus.
When the House returns, leaders will have to decide whether to keep the defense bill tied to the president's election priorities or split the 2 apart in an effort to break the deadlock. We have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. We have fun videos and other need-to-know news for you from your communities. You can find us wherever you like to scroll: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and X. And also don't forget to check out our website, ozarksfirst.com, and download our apps. Coming up, NASCAR is headed to the Chicagoland area. What you can expect to see as racers hit the track. And as we head to break, here's a live look outside this morning. The sun is officially above the horizon, so you don't need to feel like it's dark outside anymore. This is our Ozark Haven camera. Looking beautiful. We'll keep a check on the forecast as well to help you guys plan out your day, as it is now 6:39 on your Thursday morning. Welcome back. For the first time in 7 years, NASCAR will visit the Chicagoland Speedway. Over the last 3 years, NASCAR has raced on the streets of Chicago, but not this year. Chicagoland Speedway is a traditional asphalt oval, which allows for high-speed side-by-side competition.
It's just cool. You know, it's really fast, too. A lot faster pace than what I guess kind of remember the old car being here. You know, we're on the throttle quite a bit.
The NASCAR Cup Series race is set for Sunday evening. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series will also be at the Chicagoland Speedway. Coverage begins at 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. Well, from Flavortown to the fast lane, Guy Fieri is taking his love of racing to the next level. The Food Network star is now a co-owner of a North Carolina NASCAR team. He joined the leadership group at the Legacy Motor Club. The organization is led by 7-time Cup Series champion Jimmy Johnson and plans to field 3 full-time cars next year. Fieri has been a longtime NASCAR fan and is the latest celebrity investor to join the team. Country music star Darius Rucker became an investor earlier this year. A new episode of our morning show, Vibe O'Clock, is now available on Ozark's First Plus. Here's a sneak peek.
Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce reportedly getting married this week. And the details coming out for this are just insane, okay? Apparently building a huge castle and garden inside Madison Square Garden.
Oh, brother.
For the wedding celebration. Baby, I can build a castle!
You know what?
Oh, man.
Wow.
The memes are going to go crazy. Can't wait for it.
Oh, yeah. Above and beyond.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
We're getting regal with castles over there on Vibe O'Clock and Ozark's First Plus. It can be downloaded to your smart TV using Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku. Now it's time to check back in with meteorologist Tom Schmidt about this weather. The sun is officially above the horizon, and we're not seeing much clouds for the morning, but maybe something later.
A little bit later on today, it's going to be pretty similar to yesterday. A few puffy clouds developing later this afternoon. Right now, though, a lot of sunshine from the Ozark Haven Home Health and Hospice camera. Mild to start, hot for the afternoon, near 90 degrees once again. Might squeak out a stray shower here or there as well. We'll talk about that forecast next.
We come back on the air with breaking news this morning. 2 people are dead after reports of a shooting on the 2nd floor of a parking garage at a Mercy Hospital near East Cherokee Street. According to the Springfield Police Department, this happened around 4:50 this morning. On arrival, SPD found 2 victims with gunshot wounds. One was pronounced dead on scene. The other was later pronounced dead in the emergency room. SPD says the investigation is still ongoing, but believe there is no threat to the public at this time. We'll keep you posted on this both on air and on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Plan out your day. Here's our Haven camera. The sun is getting higher and there are no clouds to be seen, Tom, but it's going to be a bit humid, I guess, too.
A little hot, a little sunny, a little muggy outside for today. Looking out Lake of the Ozarks, things look pretty good right now. Pretty quiet. A couple boats have left out of the dock area, out of the marina, and it's going to stay a nice day today for the most part. A few showers, a few clouds this afternoon. Most spots still stay dry. Looking at visible satellite, we can see now no clouds here. A few of them trying to barely show up now across eastern Kansas, but man, oh man, when the sun comes up, you're not going to see much more than sun, right? 73 degrees in Springfield, 72 in Clinton and in West Plains now. And Branson, 75, meanwhile, down in Harrison. Winds are going to stay light today. Skies mostly sunny, becoming partly cloudy for the afternoon. UV index peaking from noon to 2, about 10. So it'll take about 20 to 30 minutes for folks to burn if you're going to be outside. Poolside looks pretty good for a day by the pool. Be sure to have that sunscreen, though, lathered on. 91 degrees for the afternoon. Flights, no delays reported in Springfield or in Joplin right now. Kansas City, St. Louis, Tulsa, neighboring airports look clear as well this morning right now. Any of those direct flights from Springfield to elsewhere, no delays being showing up right now either. That could change later today, as today is expected to be one of the busier travel days leading up to the 4th of July holiday. Futurecast shows, like we talked about, a few showers possible, popping off 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. this afternoon, wrapping up this evening. We're dry tonight, and we'll find a very similar day for tomorrow. So yesterday, today, tomorrow, all looking to be about the same. Slim chance of a pop-up shower for the afternoon on your Friday. Generally, though, mostly clear with temperatures near 90 through the Independence Day. The Saturday day itself looks all right, 90 degrees, maybe a shower. That'll wrap up by 5 or 6 p.m. Warm and calm by 7, and then after dark, getting ready for those evening firework displays and drone shows. Good time there. 82 degrees, no rain to speak of, a calm wind as well. A little warm, a little muggy, not out of the ordinary for Saturday night. The heat dome gets a shove to the south as we go to Sunday. So following the 4th of July, we'll find a chance of rain showers widely scattered Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. A little cold front's going to try to slip in Sunday. It's not going to cool us down any, though, but it will kind of get rid of the consistently hot, sunny weather, move that down south, have some clouds, have some rain chances, hit or miss Sunday into the early part of next week. That's after the 4th of July. For today, 91 degrees, maybe a stray shower here and there. It's a low chance of rain, though, about 20% or less for pop-up showers, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Overnight tonight, we're dry, 74 in Springfield. Tomorrow, we'll do it again, near 90. Mostly sunny, becoming partly cloudy, pop-up shower possible Friday afternoon. Friday night, low to mid-70s again. Saturday, guess what? No changes. 90 degrees, partly cloudy, and a slight chance of a shower, especially east of Highway 65 for Saturday afternoon. Fades away by 7. Saturday night, we're left high and dry. 82 degrees by 9 p.m. Saturday night. That's for your 4th of July firework forecast. It's going to be okay. A little muggy, but no rain, not crazy hot. Pretty typical weather there. Sunday, cold front sneaks in. Not going to cool us down a whole lot, though, but it will give us a slight boost to rain chances. Find showers hit or miss Sunday through Tuesday.
Okay, I'll take it, Tom. I mean, the rain had to come back at some point, right? Yeah.
It had to come back at some point. We need it eventually. It's not going to be a washout, though.
Thank goodness.
So don't think you have to cancel plans. It should be very much so hit or miss, widely scattered.
Thank goodness. And hopefully, whenever I go out to report on that breaking news situation that we had earlier, it won't be too bad either. That way we can focus on getting you guys more information on that. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm straying from weather now, but we're going to now stray to food, right? We love food. All right. Insomnia Cookies is releasing their new lineup of flavors. Just in time for the 4th of July, the chain announcing their 3 limited edition Americana cookies, apple pie, campfire s'mores, and the Firecracker Classic. The new flavors are on the menu now through July 15th. And breaking news, these flavors are going to be the death of me. No, I'm kidding. That's not going to happen. Wow, those look delicious. Oh, my goodness,
They
Tom.
look good, I got to tell you. The s'mores one would be my go-to. Do you have one on there you'd like?
I would probably go for M&M, you know?
Ah,
I'd probably do that.
That's the firework one, right?
The crunch of the M&Ms, I always liked, yeah. I don't know if you ever, like, you know how whenever you crunch it and then you can kind of feel it through your bones, but it's not like a, you know, it's not like a jawbreaker or anything, but it's like.
Better not be an M&M, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness, yeah. No, cookies every time. Sometimes we'll see them like in our break room here, and yeah, I don't know. They're kind of tempting.
They're good. Yeah, I'd go for the s'mores one.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, s'mores are pretty good too. It's hard to not really take any of them. All right, well, moving on, the parent company of the cinnamon whiskey Fireball is releasing new canned cocktails just in time for summer. Sazerac announcing the release of 3 different options. It includes a Love Bug hard cream soda, a line of whiskey lemonades, and the other called Endless Afternoon. Interesting names there. The 3 new brands are now available all over the nation. Now, we've said this before, I don't drink, but whenever it comes to drinks, right, would you go for any of these that you see, Tom?
I don't think so.
No?
No. I'm not much of like a flavored whiskey drinker. I prefer to just have things how they're meant to be. Some cocktails are fine, but not anything too fruity, too flashy.
Yeah. So like even just expanding this to like, you know, like if you're having a beer, you don't want to have flavor in it. Is that what you mean? Or,
Yeah, like the citrus beer is like a strawberry beer. I don't want to have that.
Okay, I see. I guess it can be too much for the senses sometimes, and it's also just not authentic.
I don't know. Usually like some additives in there too. And I'm not a fan of Fireball whiskey either. The cinnamon whiskey, I know a lot of people love it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. So I wonder if they're going to use the cinnamon whiskey in those brewed cocktails there. If they did that, then I'm definitely out.
Yeah, we may see. All right. Well, one England fan lost his cool and his wig. Oh my goodness. And his wig, he was celebrating the team's World Cup win for the country of England. James Beardwell was watching the match at a football club in Essex when Harry Kane scored the game winner over the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Beardwell jumped, cheered, and sent his wig flying there. Yeah. England now moves on to face Mexico in the next round on Saturday. Good for him. He looks so happy. I wish I could be that happy sometimes, you know?
Yeah, that's right. The UK won. USA won.
USA, yeah, that's right. Go
yesterday.
USA.
And that game is going to be next up. I don't remember who they played, but it's on Monday.
Yeah, and would that be the games in Kansas City, or would that be somewhere else? I forget.
I don't know where that next game's going to be at.
Seattle.
Seattle up next. Okay.
Seattle. Okay.
Against Belgium. Okay, thank you, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah. Our producer just told us that's awesome. Great, Seattle. Great. All right. Well, we got to wrap things up. Stay with us. We'll be right back in about a few minutes. Welcome back. Imagine coming home to a freshly made bed, neatly folded laundry, and a clutter-free living room, all without asking anyone for help. Yeah, right? That's exactly what Weave Robotics says its new Isaac one-home robot is built to do. Designed to take over some of the most repetitive household chores, the robot offers an 8-hour battery life and takes around 2 hours to recharge. Weave has priced Isaac at one at $7,999.
Yeah, kind of a big number there.
Yeah, that's a bit much. All right.
Almost $8,000. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's looking nice out now, so we don't have too much to worry about until starting next week.
Not much, you know, a few clouds later today, but still gonna be another hot, sunny July day for us.
All right, and we got Unscripted next. Stay tuned.